Sometimes when I create a cocktail, I just get a light bulb moment and everything works first try. And it's the case of today's cocktail. Balance was perfect first try, taste was perfect first try. So if you guys are ready, let's do it. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me again for this cocktail video. Today we're making a cocktail with a brand new gin from Canada, the Romeo X. It is a gin flavored with watermelon. I was really intrigued by this gin when I tried it. It was delicious. It is very flavorful. The watermelon is very present, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe unfortunately the gin is not distributed worldwide. So I thought of something for you guys so you can make this cocktail at home even though you cannot get your hands on the Romeo X. I made a few tests for you guys with only high proof gin and watermelon water, and the result was pretty impressive. It worked really well in the cocktail. Of course, it's not the Romeo X, it is not exactly the same, but in case you cannot get the gin, it will allow you to make the cocktail wherever you are on the planet. So what you're gonna need for the homemade watermelon gin is very simple. 6 ounces of Navy strength gin. You need a higher proof gin because it's gonna be diluted with the watermelon water. And to that 6 ounces of gin, you're gonna add 1.5 ounce of watermelon water. To get the watermelon water, all you have to do is to juice watermelon, leave that sit for a few hours in the fridge. It's gonna separate so you can scoop the upper part of the liquid. That's gonna be the clearer liquid because the pulp and the sediment from the juice, or from the fruit, sorry, it's gonna be left at the bottom. So you're gonna be left with a clearer liquid. It's gonna look better in the cocktail. So now we can make the cocktail. It is a riff on the hanky panky, but with some fruit flavors. It is very good. So we're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of the gin, followed by 3/4 ounce of Cocchi di Torino sweet vermouth. We're gonna add 1/4 ounce of Fernet Branca. So far we are pretty close to a real hanky panky. And we're gonna add another 1/4 ounce of Zucca Rabarbaro. I butchered that name, I never know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. So this is a bitter rhubarb liquor from Italy. It's gonna pair really well with the watermelon in our gin. Now we're gonna add 2 dashes of saline solution. So the saline solution is a 10:1 ratio, so 10 parts of water for 1 part of salt, and it acts a little bit as a flavor emulsifier if you want in the cocktail. It's just gonna make all the good flavors pop. And we're gonna finish with 2 ounces of Angostura bitters. And now we're gonna add some ice to our mixing glass and stir it for about, do you remember how long? You should know it by now, it's our 40th video, 60 revolutions. And now we can strain it into our favorite cocktail coupe. And for the garnish, we're simply gonna place a beautiful celery ribbon into the cocktail, just like that. This garnish is very simple to make, I love to do it. You're simply gonna use a peeler and make some long slices of celery, make a little knot in the ribbon, place that into cold water, leave that in the fridge for a few hours, and it's gonna remain its shape. And it also smells really good and pair perfectly with the bright notes of the gin we're using and the rhubarb in the bitter liquor. So this, my friend, is how you make an anti-panky. I like to call it that way because it's a riff on the hanky-panky, and the Romeo X, they claim themselves to be the anti-pink gin because it's a higher level of pink gin and it's not gimmicky. So I thought it was the perfect suitable name for this cocktail. So let's give it a try. It has some very bright aroma, the celery, the rhubarb, and mostly the watermelon pops. So you are kind of thinking that you're gonna get something that is very light, but then when you taste it, the rhubarb liquor is very hearty. The mentholish notes from the Fernet Branca pairs really well, makes kind of a full circle with the watermelon. The gin is crisp. It is a beautiful riff on the hanky panky. I'm sure you're gonna like it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the like and the bell if you want to be notified when we post a new cocktail video. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and see you very soon. Cheers. Really good.